Are you operating any differently today? Because the New York AG said there may be some consumer fraud issues involved and how it was marketed and things of that nature.
I think we're operating a little bit differently in the sense that our advertising, certainly we've taken a second look at. And I think, from our perspective, it was less about, hey, we thought we were misleading or anything like that, and more about how we felt maybe it was a little bit too much emphasis on the winning of money and not enough about the other reasons that people play. Things like socializing with their friends, competing, being able to study the stats and understand the game and engage in the game more deeply. Those are really the real reasons people play, and I think we kind of lost that a little bit with some of the advertising. So that's something that I think we are moving and have moved towards. Other than that, we're always looking at our business practices, always trying to upgrade our compliance measures, continually adding better ways to understand that players are of the minimum age, making sure that they're playing from approved locations. And now that you have states with different regulations, making sure if they're in a state that has a regulatory framework that's being followed in that state, and so on and so forth.
So it's a bigger operational challenge for you, though, to make.
It's a fun one. I mean, I think our tech team in particular and our product team have really stepped up and built an incredible system that allows us to integrate all kinds of third-party software and different things that allow us to really effectively implement regulatory framework if we need to across 50 different states. And also we're international now too. We're in the UK. The UK has its own regulatory framework as well. So we needed to do this at some point, and I think that the tech and product team did an incredible job of building an amazing piece of software.
So you talked earlier about your growth overseas. Is internationally your biggest growth opportunity as opposed to other sports like golf or NASCAR or something like that?
Well, our U.S. customer base is still very underpenetrated in the overall fantasy market, so we're going to continue to try to grow there. But I think international is the next big thing for us. As far as the audience size, there's about 4 billion sports fans worldwide. I think there's somewhere like 100 to 150 million in the U.S., so you don't need to penetrate that too deeply to have a pretty nice sized business. We just launched in the UK earlier this year. So far it's been exceeding our expectations. We're very excited about that. And right now we're in the process of exploring which places we're going to launch next, while also continuing to try to grow the UK and Canada.